Okay, welcome everyone to Still Got Bricks. Tonight we are building Toy Story Lego, the Alien Pizza Planet set. Got this one a few weeks ago, so excited to crack on with it and get building. So first thing we'll do is get this open up, thumbnails here, and we can see. So obviously the first thing to find out is how many bags the set is. So let's get them all open up. Got two instruction booklets, so one for the Alien, one for the Pizza Planet ride. So we're going to be building our Alien first, so I'm just going to stick the other one down there for the moment. And then we've got bag one, we've got bag 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll keep bag 1 out. Again, just stick those other bags away for the moment in the box. And then we keep cracking. So first thing I'll do is just get that QR code scanned. For those who don't know, every instruction booklet has a little QR code on it that you can scan. You get extra Lego points. So let's just go into the Lego Builder app. Let's get that scanned so I can get my points. I actually got a new phone to the last minute, so it's going to log on a second. And sign in. Should check this beforehand, but never mind. Yeah, sign in. Getting the nightmare start here. Alright, tell you what, I'll look at that after the stream because I don't want to take up any more time than it needs to. But yeah, so Toy Story, we're going to start the little alien, start with bag 1. Let's just get that opened up and get the parts tipped out. See what we've got on here. So you can imagine lots of blues, lots of green. We have one big bag and one small bag. Yeah, no, thought I'd build this on stream. Obviously, fairly new set, came out as part of the May releases of the Toy Story sets that came out. But also we have the new Toy Story 5 movie coming out this month. So I thought this would be a good one to build on stream, relevant. Plan is just to see how we go tonight. So at least a couple of bags done. Sort of see how the time's going, how the stream's going. Take a view on there. We have a orange wang angler for anyone who likes to know what their wang anglers are doing. And yeah, let's crack on. Yeah, no, really excited about this. This set was actually a birthday present that I got. So my birthday last month. Toy Story's always been one of my favourite Disney films. It was one of my favourite kids' films growing up. So as soon as I saw these sets were all released, obviously this wasn't the only one. There was also the bookends booklet, the Stinky Dog, and the Lotso Bear set that they released, as well as the little brick heads got released. But this is definitely the one that's top of my list. I think it's one that's coolest. I do really like Slinky as well, so I think that one will be a one that I pick up at some point. But yeah, in terms of birthday gift wise, this is the one that made the most sense to stick on the list. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to get it, so yeah, excited to just crack on, start building it. Um, so yeah, we'll see how we get on. Like I say, Toy Story 5 coming out in cinema later this month, in a couple of weeks away. So also excited to take the kids to that. I'm definitely a big adult Lego, Lego, big adult Disney fan. Not saying think once a Disney fan, always a Disney fan. Is that practical? Is that correct? Um, yes, keen to to see that. Let me know in the comments if other people are excited to see it as well. Or if not, what films coming out this year are you excited to see? I think saw there's a new Spider-Man film coming out soon as well. So I am a big Marvel fan, but a little bit out of the loop with all the films recently. I think since the last big Avengers sort of cycle, it's not been quite as good. Um, but I do like Spider-Man, so again, that one's one that I'm looking forward to coming out. As I struggle to find I'm looking for the right thing. Can't see them. Um, just spread out a little bit more. Help myself while chatting away. Uh, here we go. But yeah, so yeah, really excited for no, I think I'm looking for the wrong camera. No, they're just a lot flatter than I thought. I have done them now. But yeah, no, it's really excited to go see that in the cinema. Um, it's the first time I've been to cinema in a while, to be honest. Trying to think the last one we went to see was something around Christmas time, I think. Can't remember what it was. What was out? No, I don't know. It might come back to me in a bit. But yeah, no, soon we'll be looking for a ticket for Toy Story in the next few weeks. While it's still in cinema, it's definitely one I want to see in cinema. Probably Wicked. Wicked's the last thing we saw in the cinema, the second Wicked. So yeah, excited for Toy Story to come out. Excited to go see that. And see what adventures are up to. But yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I build this one on stream, because it's fairly like a fairly new set and B fairly topical at the moment. So yeah. Otherwise, what else we got going on? So channel wise, did my June release video last week. So went in store, had my first potential Orc moment. That's a very new tool to the YouTube sort of filming and things like that stuff. And when I was in store filming the other day, I actually had one of the staff members in the Lego store come up to me mid film, and I thought, oh, here we go. My worst nightmare is that get told off for filming in store. I'm bit on the bit of social anxiety sometimes. So if someone was to come up to me in store and tell me off for filming, I think I'd be pretty embarrassed, to be honest. And it's something that's going to happen at some point. I'm aware of that. Like someone's at some point going to not want me to film or whatever. But yeah, not looking forward to that first time. So this guy coming up to me in store staff member in the Lego store, and it was just been really helpful actually, just asking if I needed help with anything. Which I didn't. So that's all in, all in the video. I didn't actually edit it out. It was to show how helpful the staff could be in there, because they are all really nice, generally, the staff and the Lego staff. To the point where even they were like moving out my way while I was filming. So yeah, they're really nice set of staff. That's the Blue Water Lego store. Highly recommend it. It's got always well stocked, always well staffed, always very friendly and welcoming. It's right on my doorstep, which makes life a lot easier as well for me. But yeah, no embarrassment this time. Just a friendly member of staff. I'm a bit of a nightmare to start one. That's another brick I'm struggling to find. And get that one. So early on, it's not really starting to take any sort of shape. It looks like maybe that's back, um, as we start to build our Lego brand. But yeah, so didn't end up buying anything in the store last week, mainly because, well, two things. So firstly, there is a rumoured gift of purchase coming out later this month. If it's the one that I've seen rumoured online, it's a Leonardo da Vinci gift for purchase, and it looks very, very cool. So didn't want to spend that big set when it gets to Sherlock Holmes, but no, it's the plan. Although the plan is potentially changing because I keep getting swayed by some of the newer sets that are out. But I think the plan is still to go for that Sherlock Holmes book nook. But also, along with the gift of purchase, there is a rumoured double points event coming out later this month. And if that's the case, then obviously well worth hanging on, waiting for that. That basically saves you an extra 10%, 5% off your purchase. So well worth holding off if you are, especially making big purchases, holding off till the next couple of weeks. Usually it's around this time of year because they like to bring out their double points to compete with Prime Day, which is coming up as well. The Prime Day itself could offer a chance of good deals on Lego. Don't know what they'll be until Prime Day deals are announced, but there are plenty of opportunities coming up over the next few weeks to get yourself some discounted or at least take advantage of some deals on some Legos. So if I was anyone out there right now, who's keen to buy some Lego, I'd just hold off for the moment. Deals are on their way, so you don't want to be spending your however much at the moment and then a few weeks down the line regretting it because you could have got either discounted or at least got some more Lego Insider points to use off for future purchases. So that is all on the way soon, in the next couple of weeks, from what I have seen. So yep, that's the Lego sort of radar. The other thing I saw in the Lego store, which is quite exciting, I mean, they sort of snuck them out. It wasn't really pre-announced, as far as I'd seen anyway, was that they brought out the Lego McLaren helmets for the race against Lego McLaren's 1000th Grand Prix. I'm a big Formula 1 fan. I've got my little McLaren down here. As soon as I saw the Ferrari ones that were announced, the two Ferrari helmets that they brought out, I knew straight away that I was like, please, 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 can you bring out a McLaren version? Because I like my Formula 1, but I'm definitely a McLaren boy through and through. So whilst I did like the Ferrari ones, I didn't really want to buy a Ferrari one. I wanted to keep him with, current theming. And just knowing Lego's relationship with McLaren over the last few years, I thought there was every chance that we would get a McLaren helmet as well. Didn't expect them to spring it up so soon, to be honest. But yeah, that's out. That's been released. That's in shop. It's in stock this week. That is one of the two sets that may stop me buying the Sherlock Holmes set in the meantime. So I've gone wrong. That looks like it should be flat, but it's not. Maybe it's just a picture. Okay. What have I done? Something has gone wrong. Something has gone wrong. I'm breaking the whole thing. Live stream Lego guys, it's always a fun activity when you go wrong because you have to keep talking and try and figure out what you've done. Looks like I should be sitting. So here's mine. I'm currently sitting down. The manual looks like it should be slightly raised. I've used all the pieces they've used in the manual. I don't fully understand. That's that. That's a 1, 2. and then it's its first. I think unless, hang on, I know what it might be. If I've got a bigger bit of unknown. No, right, we'll crack on with that as it is, and we'll soon find out, I suppose, if it's a problem or if it's me. Right, we're going to do the other side. So let's see how the other side turns out, I suppose. If it turns out the same, then we can be pretty confident that what I've done is correct. Okay, so we've got two free bits. I think they're 2 bits. 2 3 bits. We have a little um, block at the end. Then we have a bit. I might find these bits as well. It's like a 5th or 6th piece of this one that I struggled to find. There you go, I've got that one quicker. So that's that way. That's it. Okay, maybe this is where I've gone wrong. I think I might know what the problem is. That one, in which case that's an easy fix. And then you can put it as a P. Yeah, so yeah, going back to what I was saying, the McLaren helmets are out now. I am extremely tempted by them. There we go. Right, that one's worked. So I know what I did wrong now. It's a little bit to the bottom here. They should be the other way around. So just flip those, and that makes that side raised as well. And now that should be above it, which it is. But there we go, full picks. So we're above it. I had these sort of loopy bits at the bottom, all the way around. So that's one of the things that's on my practicing list is making sure I can talk and do the Lego the right way around, because that's not the first time on a stream I've made any mistakes. Right. But yeah, so the Lego helmets are out. They look really cool. That's a McLaren, top of those list. Other Steam set that's really high up my list to go, and I've seen it in shop a couple of times now. Seen the box. I've had a good look at it. Is the Triceratops skeleton set, which was released, which also looks very, very cool. So a bit of dilemma now. Probably only be able to get one of those this month. We also have the added complication that our house is about to come on sale. So I don't really want to be stocking up on lots of Lego boxes in the meantime. Um, yes, so having to be careful about what Lego I buy, because obviously anything we do buy now is going to have to come with us. And also, the plan is once moved to have my own office. At the moment, I'm in this small little room off our main bedroom. Plan is once we move is that I will have my own office room, completely separate, and that's where the Lego collection is going to live. But until we find obviously our new house, which we can't do to sell this house, don't know what sort of size of stuff it's going to be. So need to be a bit careful about what Lego I'm buying, because I don't know what space we plan with come the other end. Obviously, hopefully more. There almost definitely will be more. We've got our wardrobes and stuff in this room at the moment. That'll be in our main bedroom. In fact, that's this kids' wardrobe, so that'll be in one of the kids' bedroom once we move. And then yeah, that should in theory free up space in whatever office I room, even if the office is about the same size as this room, which could well end up being. That'll just be more room, and I can organise it all a bit better. So yeah, the plan is to have all the Lego living in that office room, which is really cool. It's really exciting. Really looking forward to it, as long as other stuff about moving. But yeah, definitely one of the things top of my list when you move, getting all that sorted, and then that should enable this channel to keep kicking on and growing. We're starting to get a bit of body shape form now. Carry on. Yeah, so that. So don't know how long it's going to take us to sell our house and things like that. So timeline is unknown. We've, as I just instructed the agent today. So wheels are in motion, but we've got to find a buyer, then we've got to find some buyer, and then we've got to go through the boring legal stuff. So it's going to be a lengthy process. It always is when you move house, but That's it. It started now at least, and we're really at the exciting part where we can go look at houses, which I'm really looking forward to. Um, yeah. What else in the Lego world have we got going on? So obviously all the smart Pokemon sets have been announced in the past week. Um, obviously aimed at children fundamentally, although I'm sure there are plenty of adults who'll be snapping them up, especially Pokemon fans, all a bit crazy. I am a Pokemon fan, not really in terms of the collectibles. Used to have cards and stuff when I was a kid, but not something like I haven't even got any of the Lego Pokemon sets yet or anything like that. Um, so I don't think these smart sets are for me. Kids might show an interest in them once they're especially oldest. She does like Pokemon, um, but she's pretty set on her little Harry Potter space she's got going on, which is changing all the time. So I imagine she again probably just ignore that Pokemon stuff. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting how well it does. Like there's rumours that the Star Wars smart playsets that came out earlier this year haven't really sold well at all. Um, this could almost be a bit of make or break for that whole franchise, the whole smart play theory. If Pokemon doesn't sell, then you'd imagine Star Wars hasn't sold. You imagine nothing's going to really sell on the smart play. Um, and if that's the case, I could see it being bin. To be honest, so I don't have the Lego style sets. They might be perfectly happy with what they're selling at the moment with them. But whenever you go in store, I don't think I've seen anyone buy any of them. And I'm in the Lego store fairly frequently. See other sets getting picked up all the time, but doesn't ever seem to be anyone sniffing around the smart play sets. So on the outside looking in, it's looking like they've bombed with it, to be honest. But like I say, I don't have Lego sales sets. I don't know for sure. They might be doing perfectly fine. They might be selling online rather than in store a bit more. But yeah, I think if they haven't sold well for Star Wars and they don't sell well for Pokemon as well, you just can't see them carrying on with it really. I'd be shocked because they're two of the biggest franchises they have rights to. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. See what interest is like. 1st of August, I believe they're out. Um, so yeah, see what the interest is around them. Right, clicking in a little bit there. Starting to build some bit more detailing on it now. I'm about to do the other side, so I'll show you all the sliding in bit a bit better this time. So once we get to that part again. And then rather later then, I think July release date's not a huge one. Obviously June was mega. So yeah, July's a bit of a quieter one, although still a few sets coming out. August 1st is then looking slightly bigger again. Again, not June big, but definitely bigger than July is. Um, as well as the Pokemon sets, there's loads of One Piece stuff, and then a few other sets that have been announced as well. But I think all the sets I want are now out. I don't think anything that's been announced that's still not released yet. So I can sort of come up with a list, bit of a plan about what I want to buy over the next few months. Obviously, then build up to Christmas. So it's not scary. It's not really a summer yet. Um, but yeah, come up with a bit of plan, see what we want to get. And so my list is sort of I can reel off my top five now, but if I got to push the shove, I know what top five sets. It's just what order to get them in. With the main dream set still being Rivendell, but hopefully we'll have that one by the end of the year. I've got a bit of a plan of how to save and get that one. So all being well, Rivendell will be in the collection. I'm hoping to time that with when I move because that is a big set. I don't want to be building that here. Right, so that's that built, and that just two little. It's got two little rabbits there, and they line up with that, so it just slides in, and there we go. We've got. I don't know where they're spoon. We'll find out. Guess what? what they are going to be, but arms, sides, sleeves. Um, Either way, getting to a solid block of Lego there now. One of the interesting I thought about the Lego helmets actually, going back to them, so the McLaren helmets, was looking, obviously they're not the cheapest, they're £80 and they're probably about as big as maybe the Game Boy height was, maybe ever so slightly higher. But they're quite piece heavy. So I think they can be a really interesting build actually, because I think there'll be a lot of little hidden bits within inside it potentially. For that sort of price, I mean, that's more expensive than the Game Boy was. I think, pretty sure the Game Boy was 60 maybe, about £20 more than the Game Boy was. And the other thing that I do think that Lego helmets as well, so they each come with minifigures of the driver they're representing, and like, I can see the Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris figures in particular being real big collectibles in the future. I could see them going to, I don't know, whatever, 40, £50 maybe at conventions in a few years' time, especially if there's no other sort of Lewis Hamilton figs or whatever released between after now. Um, so yeah, that has got the potential to really be a thing. I think those minifigs. So picking up one of them sets and just bagging that minifig could easily be a potential option if you are looking to make a little bit of money off the Lego. Not a chance for me. Mine, I know exactly what mine's going to do. Mine's I'm going to take my little McLaren man off there. And I'm going to take my little Lando Norris. I need Lando driving my McLaren. Hopefully, slightly more successfully than we did at the weekend. Um, yeah, his car broke down again. But yeah, so that's where we are. That's the Lego. I'd say Lego wish list at the moment. So Ceratops, Lando Norris helmet, Sherlock Holmes Booknook, Rivendell, and then there's a whole subcategory below that. But they're the four. They're the four that are top of the list, and we'll hopefully be able to pick up in the next few months. Otherwise, what else we got going on? Obviously, we've got away from Lego, big thing coming up over the next few weeks. World Cup, got all the friendlies and stuff going on at the moment. I caught the last half hour, maybe not even that, last 20 minutes, maybe the England friendly. The other day we were out at my daughter's football awards, so by the time we got back, it was just the end of the match. And I think the thing that everyone seems to be raving about is everyone's discovered Rio Nagoma, which, as a Liverpool fan, us Liverpool fans could have told you about him ages ago because he's been Castle season. Obviously not going to the World Cup, very much called up for experience, but yeah, I mean it's made the boy look good, and he'll definitely be in contention. I think after the World Cup, and especially depending on how the World Cup goes, wouldn't be shocked to see him in that England squad post World Cup potentially even. But World Cup otherwise, I mean, sort of discussing it with someone at the weekend, feel like that friendly was. I know, like I say, it doesn't matter what happens in England friendlies before the World Cup starts. As long as go smash a friendly in and lose your first game or lose group, but just put that bit on hiding. Nothing choosing to play New Zealand in that friendly. They're expected to go and beat teams like that 4 or 5-0, and I don't think it was ever really going to happen. They still can't turn to the heat. Now everyone's being negative Nancy's about it, and you just knew that's the way it's going to be. And I know they're protected, they're in the camp, they're protected from it all, but yeah, just a strange choice of friendly. Right, we've got almost middle section of the body done now, which I assume the body. It might even be that way around, to be honest. I think it's actually that way around. So that's the top, and the head's probably going to go on here, the front of the body, and then legs down there maybe. To be confirmed, I guess we carry on. Getting towards the end of the first bag now, and there's stickers, which I don't remember seeing stickers. I need to find them. 1 second. Look back in my box. There's my sticker sheet then. Oh, there go. What have you done with it? In one of the, might be hidden in one of these instruction books. No. Here it is. It's on the floor under my desk. It must have fallen out. Yeah, I've got few little stickers in the set, and we need the Pizza Planet logo. And that's going to go on. So it just goes halfway by the looks of it. Use a little Wayne Jenga trick here. So line up the sticker like that. And then what do we want this one it there? So we'll line it up with the end. So which versus shot you can see. You just line it up and you peel it off, and you end up with a nice laid sticker. That's about all Wayne Jengas are good for, because I don't very often have to use them for their main purpose. Occasionally, but very, very rarely. In fact, once we stick in these last few pieces here, that will be this bag 1, done. Oh, and yeah, probably I've cursed myself here because I said we don't ever need to use Wayne Jengas, and I'm going to end up having to use one now, and it's fine. I've got it. Safe place. Yeah, so I've got, obviously I've talked through my sets. Please do let me know in the comments what sets you all look at. Okay, but this is now looking a bit more like, see it, there's a belt, there's some legs. This is the bottom half of the body. So I think I just said completely wrong, because I said that's where the head's going to go. And it's very much not looking like that. They must be legs. Is that done? We've got a few little pieces left, but no, yet that's bag 1 done. So let's just move these little pieces, my spare pieces pot. And let's get bag 2 out. Bag 2. Here we go. Just make sure all the pieces are out. And second bag up. So I don't know how many bags we get this in this plummet we can. There's 8 bags in total. It's 6 bags. 6 bags in total. I feel like some of these bags are bigger than the others. What do we reckon is gonna? Let's see how we go on. I'm thinking stream length. Generally tend to either 2 or 3 bags on a stream. So we'll see how long this bag 2 takes, and we might finish at the end of this bag. We might go 1 more. Still very much easy my way into streaming at the moment, especially with these sort of smaller size or medium. I'd say it's a medium size set. 714 pieces. Yes, this set has less pieces in than McLaren helmets. And obviously McLaren helmets might have lots of small pieces, but so these. They've got loads of little like dots and stuff. So some tree bone. I keep coming back to McLaren helmets. They're in my mind at the moment. They are high up the list of wanted, but yeah, quite interesting that these Lego aliens have less pieces than their helmets, and I'm pretty sure this is not much bigger set, but it's definitely a bigger set. I mean, I don't know. Let me know in chat what other sets have that sort of maybe high piece count but small size. There must be other ones. There's got to be tons of other examples, but yeah, I don't know what. I mean, what for example has the Game Boy got? Because it wouldn't surprise me again if the Game Boy has got maybe as many pieces as this. The Game Boy didn't have many big pieces. Yeah, I don't know. That's obviously the mystery. It's one of the things you can't always take piece count into effect when buying the sets, because you have a high piece count number, but it doesn't have necessarily the size. Yeah, I don't know. Food for thought, I guess. Keen to see that. Yeah, so keen to build that the Lego Lando Norris helmet for any of the F1 ones, but I think it's gonna be Lando Norris one I pick up. I think they are gonna be fun little build. I don't know what other little builds, what builds surprise everyone else, I guess is the question in chat. we've been doing Wicked Wall Art as a family, um, and that one's great for hidden bits. There's hidden bits all over that, and it just like I say, I mean, I enjoy building Lego anyway, but when it's got little hidden secret features within it, especially something like wall art, which can be quite repetitive with placing bricks, and you get to one bit, it's like, oh, there's a rainbow, or little hidden yellow brick road, or things like that. Just really adds to the experience, especially with the kids. Like that's the biggest set by far our kids have done. Possibly the biggest set I've done. There's quite a lot of pieces that one. Um, but it just keeps them interested in it, makes them want to keep coming back to it, and that's part of what makes Lego great, and potentially like the difference between them and other big brick companies that you get. Like I see people comparing online all the time the pros and cons of other things, and sometimes yeah, the finished product of some other other brick companies might go like you get lots of you get a few companies now who do all the lighter bricks and stuff, and obviously that's saying Lego's shied away from for the most part. I know some do have the odd light brick, but it tends to be one brick rather than a whole set lit up. Um, and I know other companies go for that, but then is the build experience as good, as it's clean, as the guides is good, things like that. Because that all adds to Lego's appeal for me. And it's the reason why I don't really look away from Lego itself at the moment when it comes to building bricks. But then Lego's quite expensive, so let's say pros and cons for more, I guess. You just have to go what you enjoy the most. That's the main thing, is enjoying it, isn't it? You spend our hard-earned money on these things. You want to be able to enjoy it. One put done. Let's get that put in. So let's go on that side. There we go. We have an alien with he's going to have to hop around for the next 5 minutes while I undoubtedly build his next leg. Let's crack on with that one then, so he doesn't tumble over. Because I've got Groot with a bomb. We don't want to rock any carts there. Otherwise, it will all end up with Lego pieces everywhere. Yeah, so plans for summer then, moving on. So I've sort of talked about sets by other thing I really want to do this summer because I've never done it before. And I see them advertised all the time, and I've seen videos on them. I really want to see if I go into a Lego convention. So I can blog it. It's good for the channel. I think it's good, interesting content. But I just want to experience it as well. They just look fun. They look like the opportunity of picking up sets you wouldn't see elsewhere. Obviously a bit of a premium, but it's the only place you can get them. It's the only place you can get them. So I don't know. Has anyone done a Lego convention before? I've been to other conventions. I've been to like Comic Con and stuff like that. They're always a good laugh. But yeah, not done a Lego one yet. Comic Con sales I'm looking at maybe going back to later this year. Not done it for a few years now, but I think especially my oldest child, probably a good age to start to experience it properly. She loves like gaming and things like that as well, like superheroes and all that sort of stuff that Comic Con just appeals to a Lego. And they have all that now. I mean, the running joke is Comic Con does everything but comics these days, which obviously what it was intended to do. Actually not that second part quite quickly, so let's get that on. But yeah, Lego conventions themselves, and for those who don't know and not been to one before, like myself, but maybe haven't even heard of them before, generally you get a mix of a few different things at the conventions from what I've seen. So you get the traders, so they're obviously they're selling all their sets, but then you also get things like play areas. You get mocks builds. That's one thing I'm really keen to see in the flesh. As you get to see in the Lego store what they've built, but see what people have built using their own ideas. It's really cool. That's something that I just couldn't do. Like, the reason I like Lego is because it comes in nice, clear, and step-by-step instructions. Very much plays with the like neurodiverse mind I have. But yeah, the creativity of some people with what they create and different ideas, and yeah, it'd be really cool to see what they've built, what ideas they've come up with, and things like that. So that's one of the reasons I'm going to go. You get play areas as well. So, I think they may have stuff for smaller children as well, like competitions and stuff on usually at the conventions. Yeah, so that's high on the list of things I want to do Lego-wise before the end of the year. Um, but yeah, and then we're going on holiday to South France as well. So I have been looking. There's where we're going. There's not a Lego shop itself. There are toy shops. So hopefully, going to pay a visit to one of those as well. Just have a look and see what their price is like, what stock's like, if they got any builds in there. I've got a hand now. We're slowly to them limbs. Let's just stick that in. You can wait to run now. That's one. Repeat the process for number 2 on that one. But yeah, holiday in South France. There is an actual Lego shop that's potentially en route, but we are going with my family. So I need to sort of convince everyone that that town is a convenient place for us all to stop and stretch our legs. Not sure they're going to go for it, and if they do, if they're going to let me go and film and then geek out over French Lego for a bit. I'm gonna have a car full of stuff, so I won't be able to buy anything. We're going, I say going as family, but we're sort of squeezing 9 of us into 2 cars, plus that's 3, and well, my sister doesn't have a partner, so we've got my sister and her partner, my other sister on her own, then my family of 4, and my mum and stepdad. So we've got that many suitcases and whatever else to fit into our cars. So very unlikely to be able to pick up any Lego on that journey. And when you've got a Lego shop just around the corner, probably no benefit to doing it anyway, unless they have a particularly good deal on. But yeah, the Lego stores, La Rochelle we're going to, there's a couple of places that look like they sell Lego, so those will be interested to go and slog and just see what their pricing's like, what deals they've got, because that's probably where the danger's going to be. The actual Lego store pricing can be what's going to be, but in a random little retailer, you could potentially get some good deals. So that's where the danger is. We have 2 hands, so that's body done. I imagine we're moving on. Oh, there's probably some detailing rather than the head. Looks like it's maybe a little necklace that he's got on around him. Um, but yeah, so that's holiday plans. How Lego ties into those plans. My whole life doesn't revolve around Lego yet. I've my full-time job, stuff like that, got kids, got other hobbies, play rugby. So, you know, I mean that's there is for those who don't know rugby, don't follow rugby. Quite a successful rugby team based in La Rochelle, and we're going off season, so I won't be able to watch it or anything, but more likely to come home with rugby match, to be honest, than Lego. If I can pick up a jersey, little rugby jersey, that'd be all bit of me. Definitely feel like I'm wearing training and stuff. Um, but yeah, so that's the holiday plans and the Lego plans the rest of the year. Um, and I guess otherwise, we sort of start getting towards, say, Christmas will run up in the next couple of months, not in terms of, I'm aware it's only June, but you'd imagine you'd start seeing the rumours of what Lego's going to be releasing in the next couple of months, and then so we'll get the official announcements probably September, October time. So yeah, the rumour mill no doubt be going crazy over the next coming month and a half about what sets we're going to get. And you already have some bits, like some of the bigger sets. They'll already be well rumoured by now. But yeah, but the smaller perhaps sets or even the bits of Lego haven't fully decided on. Things like gifts to purchase and the advent calendars and all of that as we continue to build up this necklace that he is wearing. Yeah. Um, but yeah, otherwise summer plans, non-Lego wise, what else have we got planned? Like I mentioned earlier, the big thing is we're selling our house, so you know a lot of stuff will revolve around what happens with that, how quickly stuff happens with that. We've got various kids stuff, we've got gymnastics competitions, dance shows, football tournaments, all of that sort of stuff that comes with being a dad, lined up. Um, we've got like a country festival in a couple of weeks, a local farm. Um, yeah, so that should be pretty cool. It's a bring your own beer event as well. So actually, shouldn't be. We've already paid for the tickets, so it should be a reasonably cheap night out other than transport and stuff, food, I guess. Um, yes, we're going out to that with our friends. Um, not huge. I say I don't mind country music. It's not something I do. That. It's not something I choose to put on, but my wife quite likes it. So we end up having it on quite a bit, and it's not bad for the most part. So it's one of the biggest genres in the world, so you expect it not to be bad. Um, yeah, it'd be interesting to see that site. I don't know if anyone else has been to a country festival. Um, just looking forward to that. And then I think that's about all we've got booked in at the moment. Um, yeah, otherwise, let's say social calendars. We've had all our big social events over the last couple of weeks, so now it's sort of time to rest, recuperate. So kids have got all their various bits coming up. It's a finished bag two. So there we have the alien. Bag three's clearly going to be the head, and that will be the alien fully built. And then we move on to his little rocket ride. Yeah, I think that will be probably some. Well, probably it's going to be something that will wait till next week though, because I think that is where we are going to finish today. That's so I'd like to sort of keep two bags, and actually they leave quite nice sized bags. So maybe ever so slightly longer streams next week. But if I do another bag now, I'm going to get through two bags probably next week, and then be left with a sixth bag, which I don't really want. I want three strings out. This sounds good. So still learning the string, still new to me. So keep them reasonably short and sweet whilst getting used to it. Whilst getting used to what to talk, to build. But yeah, if anyone does watch this on replay, let me know. Leave a comment still in the main comments about what you'd like to talk about. What times works for everyone? Like Monday generally works quite well for me because I don't have any other commitments. But if there's other days where people think, or people know of people stream well, be interesting to hear that. But yeah, thanks to those who have joined us tonight. I have seen people come on and off throughout the night, so thank you to everyone who joined. Hope you have enjoyed it for those who were on. We'll be back next Monday, same time, 8:15, where we'll continue building this little guy and then move on to his rocket. Next video will be out on Friday, so please do make sure everyone watches that. Give it a like, give it a comment, give it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you for watching tonight. And remember, no matter how the day's going, you've still got bricks. Bye.